Assalamualaikum, salam sejahtera. Agenda Awani malam ini bersiaran. Malam ini kita cakap mengenai satu benda yang macam, satu topik yang macam menarik sikit, iaitu kita akan berdiskusi mengenai perlumbaan F3 atau Formula 3, di mana ada salah seorang pelumba yang mewakili negara dan juga orang kata antara pelumba prolifik di peringkat F3, iaitu saudara Nabil Jafri. Terima kasih kerana bersama kami malam ni.
Terima kasih kerana menjemput saya.
Sama-sama. Okey, pada tahun ini, tahun 2015, ada satu orang kata tahun yang gonna be a new year for you. Tahun ini di mana Nabil akan berlumba di Silverstone di UK. Okey. Dan untuk rekod untuk tahun-tahun sebelum ini, Nabil menang tempat kedua di Jerman, F3 juga. Okey, now boleh ceritakan sikit bagaimana Nabil mula masuk F3 ni?
Mula Nabil start as go-karting. Masa tu Nabil 8 tahun, 9 tahun. And then it was just like actually a hobby, peminat. And then it's a weekend thing. Every weekend mesti pergi dengan family. Yeah, start for go-karting. And then it's got fun cut. Lepas tu every weekend akan for sure pergi go-karting with my family. And then after a while dah nampak ada bakat kat situ. And then my family pun very supportive. And then I became the Asian champion masa umur 10 tahun. 11 tahun pun Asian champion. Lepas tu I still buat go-kart, continue until 16 years old. I finished nombor 6 dalam dunia. Lepas tu masa tu actually Tony Fernandez, he approached me. Dia kata you want to drive a Formula 1 car, and that's bila Nabil jadi seorang pemandu Formula 1 yang termuda di dunia. And from there, dia sponsor to race in Formula cars, which is Formula BMW. And then I buat Formula BMW for 3 years, and then baru masuk Formula 3. So this is my third year in Formula 3, and this year Nabil buat European F3, which is races all around Europe. And then ada 33 races this year, so almost every 2 weeks ada race. So,
okay, dan bermulanya di Silverstone.
The first race dekat Silverstone.
Dan akhir sekali
di Hockenheim. The last race dekat Germany.
Okey. Dan pada 2013 anda juga dipilih sebagai pemandu pembangunan bakat Petronas. Okey, now bagaimana bermula daripada satu hobi kemudiannya menjadi sesuatu yang serius sampailah menjadi kerjaya?
Mungkin sebab saya nampak benda ni as something yang boleh Nabil bakat yang boleh diketengahkan. And then sebab masa Nabil muda pun dah jadi Asian champion.
Masih muda lagi.
Masih muda.
Okey, yes, teruskan.
Masa Nabil muda pun dah jadi Asian champion in go-karting. So my dad kata is waste lah kalau tak ketengahkan bakat ke F3 dan ke Formula 1. So and also supportive, my family are very supportive. Macam they always ada kat situ kalau ada race, or even kalau dekat luar negara, they will come to support. So for me too, very important to have a very supportive family background. Sebab susah to go very far without the support. And monetary pula, right now Petronas is supporting quite a lot.
And then susah jadi sponsor. Pasal saya masih ingat waktu Alex Yong nak masuk F1 dulu, susahnya Elam cari sponsor.
Sebab motorsport pun satu sukan yang mahal kan. So kalau satu day of testing pun dah RM40,000. So imagine tu testing satu hari, mungkin 4 jam testing dah RM40,000. So
sejam
satu season,
ya Allah.
satu season tu around 2.4 million ada. So nasib baik Petronas sekarang support lah, and syukurlah ada Petronas.
Untuk yang European Championship ni, European Circuit ni,
all the circuits in Europe macam ada 11 rounds. So every round tu ada 3 races. So ada 11 weekend 1 year. And my races semua ada dekat Monza, Hockenheim, Nürburgring, all the famous Formula 1 tracks.
And
ada.
it's fully supported.
Fully supported by Petronas and KBS. So.
Thank you very much. Tapi kita akan cakap macam mana sampai Petronas dan juga KBS ni berjaya macam, wah, Nabil, finally can see you. Kita akan jumpa lagi selepas ni. Jangan mana. Bertemu lagi dalam agenda Awani, masih bersama Nabil Jafri, iaitu pelumba muda negara, pelumba Formula 3 sebenarnya, yang mana pada tahun ini akan menyertai F3 Eropah di
Silverstone
First Race, dan kemudian berakhir di Jerman.
Ya, Jerman.
Semua sekali ada 11 circuit.
Round, 11 circuit, and every round ada 3 races.
Okay.
So Sabtu ada 1 race, 2 race, and Ahad ada 1 race.
Apa pentingnya perlumbaan pada tahun ini ataupun pusingan perlumbaan di Eropah pada tahun ini kepada anda dalam usaha anda untuk mencapai cita-cita menjadi pelumba F1 lagi 2 tahun?
Ya.
2 tahun lagi.
Tak lama lagi. Tapi Nabil, tahun ini sangat penting sebab ada few drivers from European F3 last year. They did very well, and then they terus jump to Formula 1. Like Max Verstappen, he's now the youngest driver for this year dekat Formula 1. Dia pun buat European F3 last year, and he finished third in the championship. And dia habis straight away to Formula 1 because the results was very good, and then Red Bull ambil dia straight away.
So you're saying that perlumbaan F3 di Eropah ini adalah orang panggil seperti tempat di mana bakat-bakat untuk F1 dijumpai.
Memang banyak bakat yang didapat di Formula 1. Semua akan datang daripada European F3. So all the champion from German, champion from Italy, all the champion, they will have to come to European F3. They will compete against all the champion. Baru the teams ambil to be in Formula 1.
Jadi anda tidak mempunyai alasan lain, anda tidak punya pilihan lain kecuali untuk menyinar di seluruh Eropah.
Yes, kena menyinar. Because ramai nak jadi Formula 1 driver kan. Yes. So macam in a year tu maybe ada dua seat je to be a Formula 1 driver. So if you don't perform, susahlah diorang nak ambil you. So the only way for you to be in Formula 1 is you have to have the support, which is the money, and then you have to perform, you have to be good. Kalau tak, it's hard lah for you to be taken into Formula 1 by the big teams. And the championship ni very very important because all the Formula 1 teams all tengok this race. Sebab this race is I think for me the best in Europe right now. All the champions are there. So if you do well, memang the chances to be in Formula 1 tu memang sangat besar lah ya.
Persediaan?
So far, alhamdulillah, persediaan been very good. For me banyak fitness training, physical training, and then a bit mental training. But then Nabi akan pergi awal untuk just to prepare 1 month early. Nabi akan fly ke Italy first untuk buat physical assessment di Formula Medicine Italy. Itu they will assess your fitness. Are you fit enough to drive the Formula 3 car? And they will tengok all aspects, which is the athletic, the mental, and also the medical, to see if you are fit to drive. And then after that, Nabi akan pergi Italy, Spain to test drive the car, to prepare before the start of the season. So preparation been good. Kat Malaysia, I've been training very hard physically, and also I'll be flying early to do the car testing.
Tapi Nabil bukan pertama kali akan berlumba di Eropah. Ini bukan yang kali pertama di seluruh Eropah,
yes,
tapi di Eropah.
This is the third year dah, tahun ketiga. So, but then confidence tu still very high because last year Nabil habis second in the German Championship.
Yes.
The only Malaysian to finish second in the championship, and also the only Asian to finish second. So I'm going to the European F3 ni with a very high confidence lah. But tak nak overconfident sangat, takut nanti over pressure. So for my part, I just do my best to prepare, and insyaAllah kalau ada rezeki, I'll do well this year.
Macam mana dengan jentera?
Jentera all prepare dekat Germany. Nabil punya team based in Germany, Oschersleben, is one of the best teams in Germany. And then so far Nabil memang very comfortable with the team, the engineer, the mechanic, semua they all know me very well. And so last year I was also dengan team sama. So this year just continue the same team. So.
Adakah pelumba dalam kes ini, adakah pelumba barat lebih on the advantages berbanding pelumba Asia?
Kalau nak tengok in that sense, memang akan ada advantage, but then you have to look in the positive way, which is coming from Asia, you also have a very good background in go-karting, also a very good background in racing semua. So obviously they will have a advantage a bit, but then we have to work harder to
apa advantage mereka?
I think because orang, imagine kalau the races are in Malaysia, orang Europe datang and race kat Malaysia, we are at home, and then kita we balik rumah every time after testing, we pergi track, the track is maybe 45 minutes drive. So kalau untuk orang Asia ni, we have to fly, which is 14 hours flight, and then have to stay there maybe alone, and then so the we have to be more
Moral kita agak, moral mereka lebih
tinggi lah mungkin, ya. So, but then tidak menjadi satu yang untuk menghalang daripada itu, sebab to fly there we have to have a high commitment because it's a very expensive thing. And
jadi komitmen kita pula lebih tinggi berbanding mereka.
Lebih tinggi, ya.
Okey, dari segi engineering, jentera, F3 adalah mana-mana kumpulan pun sama kan? Dia tak ada
semua kereta sama, the car sama, the engine sama, is a Volkswagen engine for me. But ada yang team guna Mercedes engine, but the speed, the performance is all the same. So it's just a different company. One is Mercedes, one is Volkswagen, but the performance is all the same. They are very standardized.
Okay, now 2 tahun lagi, ketika ini usia anda baru 21 tahun.
Yep. Lagi 2 tahun, 23.
Okey, di mana pada tahun 23 itu Nabil Jeffrey masang cita-cita untuk meletakkan, orang kata, kenderaannya atau jenteranya di litar F1.
Sepang, insyaAllah.
Sepang, insyaAllah. Tapi bagaimanakah ia akan, orang kata, bagaimana kita nak merungkai dan orang kata, cuba untuk memahami apa yang difikirkan oleh Nabil dalam mencapai, orang kata, aspirasinya dalam tempoh 2 tahun ini. Kita akan berhenti rehat seketika, jumpa di selepas ini. Bertemu lagi dalam agenda Awani, masih lagi bersama dengan Pelumba Formula 3, Nabil Jeffrey, yang pada April ini akan mewakili negara ke perlumbaan F3 di Eropah, di mana ini merupakan salah satu, orang kata, jalan bagi untuknya menyertai ataupun menjadi pelumba F1. Ini merupakan, orang kata, talent development program. Okey. Kalau dalam tempoh 2 tahun lagi Nabil terpilih daripada mana-mana pasukan, tapi dalam hal ini of course Petronas lah kan, pasal you are developed and nurtured by Petronas. Apabila itu terjadi, anda akan menjadi rakyat Malaysia kedua selepas Alex Yong. Okey. Tapi memahami apa yang memahami cita-cita you dan apa yang you harus buat dalam tempoh 2 tahun ini, sebenarnya kami nak faham what do you have to let go sebenarnya.
What do I have to let go?
Yeah.
Actually, what I had let go since I was young, sebab to be where I am right now pun dah is a lot of sacrifices that I buat, and then along the way, I mean, school, in terms of school, I mean, I didn't let go school, but then I didn't go to school for quite some time. In a year tu, maybe I pergi sekolah for 4 months out of the whole year, just to go for racing overseas, or to go for training and stuff like that. And also for me, the social life pun, social dah kurang sikit lah. Friends and going out and stuff like that is a bit less than normal people. Because I think my training memang quite a lot. I mean, a day I train 4 hours, 2 in the morning, 2 in the evening, and to ambil a lot of time. And on top of that, kalau I kat Europe, it's always just training over there, and then ada simulator and going for testing. So in Europe, memang I'm always alone over there. It's just with the team. So my time is just focusing on developing myself to be a better driver lah, to be in Formula 1 one day. So.
Who is your Sifu?
Sifu? I have a driver coach lah. He's from France. His name is Tom Dillman. So he's also racing now dekat Formula 3.5, one step above me. But then my idol is Lewis Hamilton. He's also one of the drivers for Petronas.
So, satu company, yes.
Senang sikit lah. But no, not because of Petronas. He's always been my idol since I was young.
So adakah Lewis Hamilton physically mengajar anda bagaimana untuk membelok dan
tak adalah physically, but then because now we are in the same program, so I mean, he's not in the program, he's in the Petronas team, but our connection is better because in a way I'm supported by Petronas and he's also in the Petronas Formula 1 team. So I mean, I will get to see him I think later this year or maybe middle of this year during one of the races in Formula 1 in Spa ke, I don't know. Hopefully, I think before this masa jumpa dia pun he's very helpful and
Apa
very
kualitas
supportive.
ataupun ciri-ciri yang dia ada yang Nabil begitu teruja
Since his
berilmu dia?
for the first year he masuk Formula 1, he's already the world champion. So we see he has something special in him. It's not easy to you masuk Formula 1 first year, he terus jadi world champion. So what I see is that he memang very competitive and then he doesn't care about his teammate, even though his teammate is Rosberg. They can seem very friendly, but then he at the back he works very hard, and then I think he's one of the drivers yang work the hardest among all the drivers. And also as a person he's nice and friendly, so that makes him a better driver.
Kita nak memahami bagaimanakah latihan yang Nabil laksanakan especially di Eropah. Nabil katakan ada Sifu, seorang pelumba Formula 3.5. Selain itu Nabil juga ada simulator, belajar sendiri, tapi tanpa tok guru ni susah sikit nak belajar.
Susah, but then you can belajar sendiri. Banyak you kena.
Memang dalam kes ni memang banyak belajar sendiri.
Banyak belajar sendiri, but then yang banyak bantu Nabil is my engineer. Sebab after the testing, you keluar kereta, you masuk bilik engineer, you ada meeting with them. They will tell you lah you improve this part, you improve that part. So, dorang lah actually yang banyak mengajar. Yang my driver coach ni, dia just macam sikit-sikit apa yang dia nampak from mata kasar, they will tell you, okay, this is wrong, this is right. But yang paling penting untuk Nabil is the engineer, because dorang dah orang yang always with you and always trying to improve you, and nak tengok you menang tu memang dia lah, orang engineer ni. So that's why Nabil very close dengan my engineer. Kalau Nabil kat Europe, I'm always spending time dengan engineer to improve little things. Sebab racing pun, if you're 0.1 second faster, you're already maybe 4-5 places in front. 1 second tu lagi cakap lah, maybe 20 kereta in 1 second. So you have to improve little things to be in front.
Be very precise.
Very precise.
Dan tekanan mental juga tinggi kan?
Yeah, pressure, because you have to banyak pressure.
Jadi
for the race you can.
dalam usia yang muda dengan tekanan ataupun tekanan mental yang cukup tinggi, siapa yang beri galakan dalam hal ini? Teammates.
Important kalau ada teammate yang very supportive juga, sebab ada years saya dapat teammate yang very kedekut ilmu pun ada banyak experience, but nasib baik last year all the teammates yang ada, they are very supportive. They like a friend.
Patut menang. Patut menang.
But then dorang pun kalau masa race, they are very ada European style sikit lah. Dia tak nak share normal. So you pun kena buat your stuff lah. Tapi for me, I'm very open. Kalau they want to learn something, I'll ajar them. But kalau dia nak I nak belajar something from them, sometimes dia macam kedekut sikit lah.
So basically, you're saying that Nabil sentiasa berasa keseorangan di
tak juga actually, because sometimes all the races my manager Syed, he will come, my dad sometimes he will come, and then my family pun they will support from far. And I think taklah rasa keseorangan, because keseorangan tu rasa sedih lah pula kan. Takkanlah rasa sedih kat situ, but then it's my job, so Nabil kena very focus.
Nabil, apabila saya percaya apabila katakanlah di Eropah nanti mendapat keputusan yang memberangsangkan, mata dunia akan tertumpu pada anda. Kemudiannya bukan saja mata dunia, kita sebagai rakyat Malaysia, saya sebagai wartawan juga akan menulis laporan mengenai Nabil menang. Of course kita kena keluar dalam buletin Awani kan. Jadi ini merupakan satu inspirasi pada lebih ramai anak-anak muda pada usia awal 20-an dan juga pada usia belasan tahun untuk terlibat dan juga serius dan berjaya dalam bidang ini. Bagaimana Nabil melihat untuk usaha untuk melahirkan the next international driver?
Nabil start at a very young age, 7-8 years old dah start exposed to go-karting, even though not serious, but then dah exposed. That's very important. So apa yang penting, you have to start from young. Apa-apa pun buat, 7-8 years old tu dah start kenal go-kart, apa tu go-kart, how to drive go-kart, the basics pun dah important. So because you tengok Vettel, the 4-time world champion, he started, dia kata when he was 3.5 years old, dia dah tahu what's go-kart. So that's a world champion punya vision. So you have to start from young, and then the family support is very important. And kat Malaysia pun the companies need to support lah, because it's a very expensive sport. So kalau you nak harapkan the family support, it's very hard. So the companies have to come in, and then the younger drivers, they have to have a strong minat towards the sport. So apa-apa you buat, not just racing, main apa-apa any other sports, it's the same thing. You need to berkorban a lot of things to
Cakap pasal jumlah talent pool yang ada kat Malaysia ni, terhad atau sebenarnya banyak?
So far actually banyak lah yang kebelakangan ni I think banyak yang dah menonjol sikit, which is Nazim from go-karting, and then Muiz, he's doing very well in Europe. All these drivers memang they are doing very well in Europe, and even though they are young, they are dah exposed dekat Europe. And the same thing masa Nabil young pun, I think I was already exposed in Europe. Tu yang important tu, sebab if you are only racing in Asia, maybe you think you are the best, but when you go to Europe, you culture shock because semua macam everyone is fast.
Okay. So 2015 apa yang kita boleh nantikan daripada Nabil?
InsyaAllah Nabil akan cuba yang terbaik untuk membangkitkan Malaysian to be there, the only Malaysian to be there. And because this year pun ramai driver, which is about 30 to 40 drivers in European F3. So insyaAllah akan do yang terbaik, target top 5.
Okay.
So kalau top 5 insyaAllah peluang ke Formula 1 tu memang cerah, and Petronas akan terus support lah insyaAllah.
Terima kasih banyak Nabil. Kita doakan yang terbaik untuk Nabil berjaya pada perlumbaan F3 di seluruh Eropah pada April nanti. Dan sekian saja agenda Awani pada malam ini. Tadi pelumba Formula 3 negara iaitu Nabil Jeffrey bersama kita. Dan sebarang cadangan hantarkan ke platform social media kami. Anda juga boleh menonton kami secara langsung di extraawani.com. Saya Syafizan Johari. Assalamualaikum. Selamat. Terima kasih banyak.